welcome back. And yes, it's still cold. And yes, it's supposed to be like +1, +2 in a day or so. It was -30 at daybreak. So, thing that came up in my old brain. Hey Macker, how you doing, son? Hey Pops, little pudding pop. You're getting there. You're getting nice. Almost can get to touch you. And then there's our Marmar. Full name Lamar. Hey buddy. Now the reason I started our episode here, yeah, I'm gonna have to do a clean. It looks like somebody's dropped a pooper in there. Do a right clean out. I'm not a big social media person, and I know you'll all be like, what the heck? Piper Doug, you have a YouTube channel. Yeah, YouTube. I'm also on Facebook, but that's mainly for family stuff. I'm not a TikTok, Instagram, any of that nonsense. But what I do see on like Facebook shorts, reels and stuff like that, hey buddy, is that's that video that keeps coming up all the time. Rufus the bull. And I've watched a few of this guy's reels, and I've come to realize one thing. That's dangerous. It's alright. I don't know what's that. See, these bulls are quiet, but these bulls respect me. That's why they're not huffing and snorting. That's why they don't fight very often in these pens. And I can get up really close to them. I can ivermectin them standing, just walking by them in their pen here. I know you don't like getting medicated, but of course he's the oldest, so he's more quiet than the rest. We bought him in just a couple of years ago, so he's still getting trained. Now, by training bulls, you can't, for the most part, train bulls too well. He's homebred. But these bulls have to fear you. Like this. He's not running away, but for the most part, he's not standing still. So that all huffing and puffing and then pushing the guys side by side down the hill and all that stuff, they need to nip that in the bud. Like I said, these bulls, when they get checked, and I know all you ranchers will know what I mean when I say get checked. They get checked, but then I give them pale feed chop and I spend time with them, so they respect me. That right, Popper? You know, because I've raised you right from the get-go. So, yeah. I don't, what that farm has going on, I know they're not like a huge farm, but that's going to get someone killed. Having that Rufus bull and the way he snorts on, they need to lay a licking to that bull. Sorry to tell them. Pan him up, lick him, and then pale feed him. He needs to know who's in charge. That's a bull thing. You cannot, I know you can be all kind and lovely and all the rest of it to your pets and things, but these animals, no. Even those ones over there. We love our cows dearly, but at certain times of the year, they'll kill you. So, anyway, I'm going to say no more on it. So, it's hello from the bulls. I got to run to the city, do a little running around, and then we'll get to choring. All right, Mac. Oh, yeah. I'm just going to go over here now. Yeah. Hey, Nutters. Peanuts. Yeah. Oh. This is what a crop of first calvers. Yeah, right there, Peanut? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, Eddie's a second calver. Actually, no, Eddie's a third calver. She's just in here because she was a late calver last year, so she didn't go back to the bull, so she had her baby. Which is here somewhere. Hey, Astro. Here's your girl. Our little Herefords. You've come back a long way. She got her head stuck in a piece of equipment out in the field, so I kind of knocked her. Oh, hello. Kind of knocked her back some. Hey, Candy. Our little superstar. Aren't you? Yeah. The funny thing is, Candy is actually Peanut's auntie, or great aunt actually. Yeah, her grandmother is Candy's sister. Yeah, how's that for lineage? We got our Etta May. She's a jet. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, darling. Oh, hi. Oh, you're coming back for more loving. Oh, hi, Peanut. You're coming back for even more loving with your tricolor. Oh, hello, hi. Oh, you guys are just beating me up. Hi, yeah. Like I said, it's a pretty good first calving crew, this lot. She's the oddball. That's Butterball. Talking about balls. She's the one that was a late calf, so she was small. We kept her back because she was damaged. We actually thought we would just keep her for the freezer, but just with the way the pens ended up, we ran her to the bull. And as far as we think, she is in calf. Why are you biting my hand? You creatures. Hi, Adam me. Hi, Astro. Hi, Astro. Yeah, we weren't foreseeing keeping Herefords, but we have a couple of them now. Not right, Edward? So, all give praise to the water trough gods that they're still behaving. You. Hi, Astro. Hi, good girl. Okay, I better get on. Why you lift your leg to me, woman? Yeah, as well you didn't finish that kick. We gotta get you guys out of here in another couple of weeks. So we're going to catch Squeakers and Eddie's kid and Squeaker's kid. And we're gonna run them through here to Squiggles and her kid. And we'll grab the 3 calves, run them through into the other pen. And then the 2 older cows out of this group will stay with this group. So that's where we're at. Big boys. You hear that banging? That noise when I go over the bumps? Neither do I. Actually, the only noise you just heard, that was the 3-point arms swinging back and forward. Or the can of Cosby sauce down there rattling around. But you know what you don't hear? Yep. Wacht! Het bedrijf must bring a tear to a glass eye. I know it's redneck engineering, but you know what? Farmer fix at its finest. Because the funny thing is, I was saying in the comments after the last video, I had the seat maxed out when it came to the airbag to stop it rolling around and squeaking and squawking and sideways shifting, which was hurting my back even worse. So I haven't had suspension in the seat for the most part. I've just had a slack seat that would move around. So this, actually what I'm doing right now, is actually better on my back than what I was putting up with before. And the silence, oh, it is golden, I tell you. It is golden. Okay, I am gonna drop these bales at the staging area. These girls, they really could give a rat's bahookie. See the, you can kind of tell, it's hard to tell when I'm putting the bales in, but you kind of see the platform. It's a bit of hay, mostly big frozen poops, all kind of created like little 3 islands there. So the nice thing is, that's not in the corrals. So at least when it comes time to hopefully plow this field, we'll just bring the tractor and spreader over here and we'll just load that stuff straight in the spreader and spread it straight out there, and then we'll just rip right on through. See, the reason I've got them here and not over there on the high ground is here is where you're more tendency to be sheltered from the west storms, the northwest storms, and the northwest, west, north, and northwest storms. So that's the most sheltered area there generically. So they seem to like it. So okay, I'm gonna get staged. Still silence. Anyway, so on to something a little bit more serious. A little serious conversation, Piper Doug and all you out there in YouTube land. I got a question, and this has been simmering on the old Piper Doug stove for a little while actually. I've had a few conversations with Mrs. Piper Doug on this one, and it involves the channel. So because I've had it said to me quite a few times about why the channel doesn't have the audience size or subscriber size that it should, and you know, there's my thoughts on this, and then there's all you out there, because I can think the channel's great or crap or whatever, but I'm just going by what other people have said, other subscribers, other content creators been telling me. So where we're at right now is, what is everybody's opinion on changing the name of the channel? Because Piper Doug, unless you know me, doesn't really tell you a whole heck of a lot about all that goes on here. Yes, I do play the bagpipes, but that's not very often. I know I'll try and be maybe more often, because I know there is some people out there that don't mind the old bagpipes. So where we're at is to trigger the algorithms within YouTube. So there's a couple of options. Top of the list, and this is where my preference is going, is the channel will be named after the farm. So the farm name, like we have a business name, which is not really all that important here. The farm name is the Shire. So one of my original thoughts, oh yeah, by the way, it's bale ring moving time. I forgot to say that in the last clip. So yeah, this way they'll clean that up, start the new bales, and then we'll just sort of move back and forward, because that way the bale rings don't get stuck down into the ground and then we end up breaking them. Anyway, squirrel! So my number one thought of the new channel name will be the Shire Ranch. So that'll just be it, the Shire Ranch. Because it's just evident. The farm's name is the Shire, and ranch will trigger on YouTube cattle farmers, farming, ranching, beef farming, all of those things. Because I've been watching like other certain channels and their names, and so it's something farms, family name, farms, ranch name, yada yada yada. So the runner-up, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and I know it's kind of silly, but the other choice is Piper Doug Ranch. Ugh, it even just sucks saying it. Sorry. It just sounds a bit kind of blowhardy. I don't know if that's the right word. Piper Doug Ranch. Well, it's not just me. There's Mrs. Piper Doug. There's Liam and Christina, because they do help run the place in their own ways. They come and help out, and they help process animals, and whenever they can, they'll be here. So I just feel like Piper Dug Ranch is a little it seems a little weird, and kind of the unspoken rule on social media is like not just, I don't know, a lot of places you don't use your name, your full name or your real name or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I just figured the Shire Ranch, you all know the place. It's on the big whacking rock at the top of the farm as well, in huge letters, the Shire. Now, for all of you who know me, you know that I'm a huge Lord of the Rings geek. That's actually not the reason why the farm's called the Shire. Ironically, I know, because there's a massive collection in the house. You've seen it in a few videos. I was born and raised on a farm in a place called Wigtonshire. So that's kind of the amalgamation of everything, just as the Shire. So I'm going to leave it up with you. I'm going to drop this bale, and then I'm going to go and have a hug with Lily Bear here. So yeah, that's my thoughts. The Shire Ranch channel, Piper Dug Ranch. No, I can't do it. So, like I said, I value the input of everybody out there, because yous are going to be the ones that are going to be looking at it and typing it into your searches. And I know it won't make any difference to your subscriptions, just for those who don't know how that kind of happens. It'll just switch the title of the channel. You guys will automatically be subscribed to whatever this is called. But I won't do it until I'm ready to do the big switcheroo, that way you'll all hear it. So anyway, I'm gonna go out and see the ladies, and then I'll get back to work. Walking the line. Little Nicky, that's our little boy, still has his little coin purse. Yeah, I've had a few people saying, why do we still have our calves? Why are we not? Hey little buddy, you're the miracle calf. I don't know where your mummy had you. This was off of our first calver, and we did not think she was carrying. She seemed empty. I don't know where she was hiding them, but glad you're around, buddy. So yeah, we've had a few people asking why we don't just ship these calves right now, instead of playing the gamble game with the tariffs that are about to come swooping down from Lord Trump. I've talked to quite a few people who will and should know about this stuff, and yeah, for all intents and purposes, there is nothing to worry about when it comes to beef cattle trade, especially considering most of the buyers that we are talking with work on both sides of the border anyway. So the prices are not changing, nothing is happening. Hey Bo, right in the middle of the screen, that big fella right there. So yeah, we are going to be looking at, all praise the water trough gods, we are looking at shipping these boys, especially, by the end of this month. Because we need these guys gone, and then we need these girls, the ones that are not staying, we need them gone by the middle of next month, because we need at that point to use some of these panels across the road to start moving the girls in, because we need to move these out, get the rest of these moved gone, and then we need to get the last 3 steer calves weaned off their mummies. So yeah, just come in to check on everybody. And like I said, the water trough. There's Lily's big boy. Yeah, they don't teach you about this. You gotta watch you don't break your ankle walking around on these frozen poops. So these guys will probably need fed by the end of the day. I gotta get the orange tractor over to Dennis for tomorrow. He's gonna bleed the clutch and pressure test it to see definitively if the clutch hydraulic seals are holding. Because that's the one thing I was never happy with the ones at Show Lake. They replaced the clutch, they didn't fix it, they didn't pressure test it. And we paid them a lot of money to do it too. So anyway, I'll keep on our checks. Loading. Deep snow. Hardly a noise. Still no squeaking. She's a pretty good jag on there. So what's the difference? This stuff is first cut. Liam did a really good job at keeping a first and second cut groupings apart. It's hard to tell from here. You might be able to pause and zoom in. There's two separate types of hay over there. The far distance is second cut, the closer one is first cut. The reason you can tell, that is first cut. If you see how the edges, like the flat sides, are sort of curled up, that shows you that these bales were not raked up. They weren't rowed up 2-into-1s. These were full width of the disc bind header. So when the baler was sucking in the edges of the disc bind, because it was wider than the baler, it created sort of a thicker edge. You can see right there, see how it's concaved? Yeah. So there's more product out on the edge than in the middle. These bales weigh a lot more. Probably at least 200 pounds more per bale. I tell you, I can feel it. See, that's first cut. You can see the edges are sort of curled up a little bit. A lot of this stuff that's left out here is first cut. I think if I said that right. First cut, so yeah. There was only, I think, 3 more loads of second cut still to come in, and the rest is all first cut, because there was over 500 bales off that first cut out here. So yeah, only half of them were brought into the yard, so we still got a long ways to go. So I'm hoping to get as many of these loaded in. I think I said in the previous clip, this tractor is booked to go and see Dennis tomorrow. I hope he won't need it for too long, but we'll see. See, right now I'm spinning out and I'm diff locked and 4-wheel drive. But it's actually so mild right now, it's actually +1. So you can kind of tell the tires are wet. It's very greasy, so. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my wits about me, get out the field, and get back and get unloaded, and hopefully get another few loads in. Bouncy bouncy, no squeaker squeaker. Yeah, the only noise you can hear is that dodgy fifth wheel. Anyway, follow me, big guy. Yep, green paint back in the shop. So, trying a bit of a Hail Mary here. Pouring that 911 down. That's the tipping cable there. This is the grabbing cable. Because I did know the last time we put the bucket and grab on this, we could not get the grab to work. So it was probably because the cable was froze up. So yeah, I got to order new cables for this. And the other big job is I've got to order up all new pins and bushings for this. Even though I'm pretty sure there's not much saving this loader, because it's had a lot of work done to it. You can see up there, it's had the end rebuilt. But I know for a fact bushings would help get rid of a lot of the slop, just to help it from jumping. Because you go over a bump, the actual loader will go airborne because there's that much play in the pins. So yeah, you can see up there, that one's been rebuilt on the self-leveling end. So yeah, I brought this in here because it was due its grease up all the steering and the loader and all that stuff, and just check it over. So figured while I was doing this, I would just get everything done. Well, I just have to take this moment to congratulate John Deere engineers. This must have been the one part of the John Deere engineering team where there was a disgruntled husband whose wife had cheated on him with a mechanic. If we'll all take a moment to look at that grease point, and you'll see that that grease point disappears inside the square tube. Oh yeah, you got it, folks. There's a grease tube. It's not just a grease nipple, it's a grease tube. So this one has been missing. And yes, I know Piper Doug should have got it fixed, but I now remember why I have not had it fixed. See, I have a spare one that I robbed off of something else. As you'll notice, way up in there. Yep. That far up in there. And I cannot get the threads to start in there. It does not look like there's the end of the tube broken off in there. And I tried some easy outs and I almost broke the easy out, so I don't think that's what's in there. So yeah, probably a good chance now that the threads are absolutely bunged. I cannot get this grease nipple in there. And no, I took that one out of there because that one works, and I tried to get it in there and it won't go in there either. And I've tried comparing the sizes of the diameters, and it seems like it's pretty close to what this is. So I don't think there's like the end of one of these stuck in there, but I won't know. I won't know until I take the whole loader apart to change the bushings, because there's no other way to get at the inside of there except from the back side of that tube. Oh, but let the loader down. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, no, they closed it in. Maybe if that was open here, once this was down, I could have, but no, they're closed in, folks. They're closed in. Yeah, they are. Oh, engineers. Cat's doing my head in too. Under my damn feet every time I turn around. So I've got everything greased, which these are just as impossible. Because you got these triangles and the grease nipples are never pointing in the direction they're supposed to. They're not pointing inwards, they're pointing back over somewhere else. So probably somebody else has been in there doing stuff. So yeah, I'm hoping that 911 will help on the cables. So I'm going to let this down, do the rest of the greasing, and then that'll probably be it for the night before I lose my gourd here. Okay. Yeah, I got most of them greased. And I think at that I'm doing pretty good. I got to do that one, and that's the one that I said, see, she's been doctored up. And I got to do that one, but I'm not starting the tractor up tonight. Every other one, that one was having a hard time taking grease, so I took that one apart. I drilled the old grease out of the hole, out of the tube, got it going, so it's good. So yeah, that one's going to be a long-term project, but like I said, if you look at the pins, this loader's just pure done wore out. It's had a hard life. I don't know what they've been doing to it, but if you take a look in here, that's the pretty one. I'll show you the ugly one. What did you do to your tractor to do that? Now, they obviously got somebody that could weld, but they maybe weren't the best at fabricating. All they did was they put a tube back where the approximation was to be. They probably just measured pin to pin, reinforced that one. So this probably goes back to what caused that axle to break. Probably that big orange blade. And they wrecked this. But you can tell by looking at the loader brackets, she's had a hard life. That's what leads me to believe that old Ukrainian was maybe stretching the truth when he said that, Well, the clock stopped at 7,000 hours. I think it's closer to 9. Teen? Going by the loader, I'd go closer to 19. Tractor itself, problem is I know it's been painted. See, look, this side looks pretty good. I have a sneaking suspicion they laid this tractor over. Because you'll see here, this fender is not square. There's a lot of wrinkles, and the big telltale, they've had to put the door back together. So probably put new glass in it, and they've welded all that back together. So yeah, I think they probably laid this tractor over at some point. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's all I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna go have a shower because I stink and I'm mad. So Carol, shower will cool me off. That's my provenance. Okay, well, shutting her down, Noisy. See you tomorrow. Mrs. Piper Doug is up at Shoal Lake working second night in a row. I told you folks, when she goes back to work, there's no slowing that woman down. Not in any way. Oh my God, it's still like 0 right now. How do you get that? Yesterday morning it was minus 30. Right now, it's 0. Like it's not, the snow isn't like the crunchy noise. That's the squeaky noise. Crazy. Oh, almost, gosh forbid me for saying this, almost too mild for cows right now. So yeah, they got a lame cow. I think I said that in one of the previous clips. I got a good look at her today. She has cracked her hoof. So there's not much we can do for that except just keep an eye on her. Make sure she's not doing too much walking. There's always food for her in the yard so she doesn't have to make her way out to the field. Though she does. Oh. Ho. So yeah, like I said, the boss lady ain't home yet. So the tractor is not going to Dennis tomorrow. I called him, texted him, said, Dennis, I'm helping my mother-in-law move the last of her stuff out of her house because she's moving into an apartment. So we're going on Friday to pack up her garden sheds and the last of her big stuff. All of us youngsters, because there's stuff that she says she doesn't want, so we're just to go through it. So he might as well have that tractor while I'm away in Brandon mucking around. So tractor's going on Friday, so they're going to reattach the handbrake that they forgot to do, and they're going to bleed the clutch and pressure test it to see if it keeps the pedal. I will be shocked if it does, because that's where I've been pointing all along. Shoal Lake wouldn't listen to me. Anyway, love that seed. So folks, thanks for watching. Hello to all the new subscribers, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I'm sure it will be worth your wait, because springtime, that big fella should be going to work. He will be working this year at some point. He's either going to be plowing in the spring or he's going to be cultivating in the summer. So look forward to that. And yeah, look after yourselves. We'll see you in the next episode, folks. Talk to you, bye.